Hello, hello. Welcome back to Math Made Possible. I believe I can. I am your current teacher, Miss Howard, and today we're going to be using the 5th grade Illustrative Math, Unit 3, Lesson 11, and this will be a summary. Today we will divide a unit fraction by a whole number. All right, let's start by taking a look at something that we did back in Unit 2. If you've watched my previous video, we completed this chart where we had to turn around and identify what we had, and we had to identify the amount of people, and then we wrote a division expression. And we ended up writing a fraction, but we're not going to be doing that in today's lesson. So let's just remind you of what you see here. So this document right here had identified exactly what the first number of the division expression meant and what the second number of the division expression meant. So the first number is basically what you have. What items, what food do you have that you are going to chop up, divide up, partition? That is your first number. Your second number is basically how many times are you splitting it? Who are you splitting it with? Such as a person. That will represent the second number. All right, so let's do some examples here. So for lesson 11 in class, we were talking about macaroni, right? And so as you know that when you bake a pan of macaroni, the pan is actually a rectangle, right? And you're baking a full pan of macaroni. However, this first diagram is going to talk about how much of the macaroni is left behind. We have 1/2 pan of macaroni. So that is what we have. That is the food item that we have. Let me go ahead and shade that. Okay, so we have 1/2 pan of macaroni. And we have to share it with some people because that's what happens with macaroni, right? You share it with people. So let's just say that for this instance, I'm going to share it with 3 people. Okay? I am going to partition my box into thirds. Now, this is basically when you're going to a party and you're coming in late, and you have the macaroni and cheese already cut up and it's cut up in this portion. This is the side that you see that's left behind, right? But keep in mind the macaroni pan was originally cut up all the way through. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut the other side of the pan to represent if the whole macaroni and cheese was still in the pan. So as you can see here, this is a third on the left with the macaroni and cheese, and this is a third on the right with the part that was eaten, right? Now, we need to find out, well, how much mac and cheese am I going to get, right? So this is me right here. I'm going to get this portion that's right here, and there's 2 more slices for 2 other people. So the real question is, how much of this mac and cheese pan did I actually get? Now, keep in mind, some kids might say, okay, it's a half because you started with a half, so you must be getting a half of, but that doesn't make sense. If I'm that one person, I'm not going to get a half of a half, right? So what I will have to do is I will have to count all of these sections. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So it's not 1/2, but I would actually get 1/6 of the pan. Okay, that would be my answer. Because again, this whole pan is cut up originally. So that means originally the pan was cut into 6. Think about it like that. Okay, let's do another problem. All right, let's do fourths. 4 people. So I'm going to partition it all the way across. Because again, when we're cutting a mac and cheese pan, we're cutting the whole thing straight from the oven. Think about it just like that. And then you'll remember that you have to partition the other side as well. A common mistake that students make is they only partition one side, and that is an option. You can partition one side, but in your final answer, you must remember that other side originally existed. Okay, so again, this is me right here. How much of the mac and cheese pan do I get to eat? Well, let's count that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so this mac and cheese pan was originally cut into eighths. So that's my denominator. So 8 again is going to represent the amount of people that it's cut for, and I am going to get one slice of it. Okay? Let's do one more. Okay. Let's say we have 5 people. Again, I could cut it into fifths. Let me cut it another way, because you could cut it like this. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let me double check my answer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, this is me right here. And remember, I'm only getting one slice. Now, even though I don't have this side cut, remember, I am going to cut it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But how many do we have all together? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10. So I would get 1/10. All right, thank you so much for watching this video. If you did not do so already, please don't forget to like the video and subscribe so you can see when I am posting new videos. Okay, take care, and I'll see you in our next video.